Entertainment District.
Whoa. Okay.
He landed.
It's always kind of funny when you're flying at a weird angle and you just turn off the gravity power.
It looks like you have no control of your life.
I don't. I'm just falling everywhere. I can't stop.
Does any of us really?
I mean, you don't have to put
No,
it
I
like
don't.
that, you know.
Thanks, Dad.
Philosophy.
That's a good question, Caboose. Why are we here?
Yeah. Speaking of philosophy, and this is a random-ass tangent to start off on, I know it's the Gravity Rush playthrough, that's kind of what we've been doing this whole time.
I know it's
But, like,
BrainScratch comms,
okay,
but we're going to go on a
so-
tangent here, as odd as that might sound.
So I'm subscribed to Audible, because that's a thing that I do. And they gave me a free Audible credit, which basically means a free audiobook via an email offer. And what I used it on was Harry Potter and philosophy. I thought it would just be a silly thing, but it's actually like this really in-depth philosophy book written by a college professor. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, now I need the print book.
It's just, okay, you were successfully brainwashed. Hashtag not an ad.
Oh yeah. You can't talk about anything commercial without putting that disclaimer.
Yeah,
there.
you have to because you know they're
Yeah. Man, that's
what is Audible though, Lewis?
That's almost
well,
awkward
John,
as,
I'm glad you asked.
No,
Well,
none
you
of
know-
us have actually been sponsored by Audible, although I know we actually have to say that because Audible's one of those things that they get YouTube people to sponsor like all the time. It's that and what? Verve are the ones that get sponsored.
I see
think
that
so.
Verve and
yeah, I mean, I know there
I
are
guess
other
Dollar Shave
audiobooks.
Club.
I know there are other audiobook services, but I never see them promoting themselves on YouTube. So
Well, that's
I want
because
Dollar
you know
Shave. I want Dollar Shave Club to approach me.
you don't shave though, John.
it would be awkward if we were ever to be sponsored by anything Amazon related, though, since I kind of work at one of their warehouses.
Or else.
Yeah, but yeah, we're in a new Rift Plane area, so that means instead of flying everywhere, we're sliding everywhere.
Radical.
Grab those purple coins.
Man, it's like a 2005 platformer all over again.
It's kind of like
A
it's kind of like a really, really slow version of Mario Kart 8 going on here.
little bit.
I just look at the slide from 64. Got to grab
No,
all those coins.
I
Watch
was
out for the
looking at more
heartless.
like the way the gravity it makes the track twist and turn. You know, it's like Bowser's Castle, Mario Kart 8, except at 2 miles an hour.
I'm pretty sure Mario can do all this too in 64 if you just tilt the cartridge in the right way.
Oh,
You just you reverse long jump up the wall.
Yeah, but can you do it in 0.58 presses?
Probably.
Well,
I'll just go into the ROM and make jump on the B button.
You cheater.
yeah,
I still
that's-
completed your
that's the way.
stipulation.
He's defeated the system.
I mean, am I wrong? Did I not just do it with less than half an A press?
Yeah, but it defeats the spirit of the challenge, right?
Yeah, we're in a.
Oh, so is that Rift that's something that you don't have to ride or anything like that, or is it just like a graphical effect to show you where you need to go?
That's just telling me where to go after I defeated all the
Okay.
enemies. Yeah.
Wow, this really is looking like a Mario Galaxy level right now.
So why is the inside of this town made of Swiss cheese?
It's made out of lava.
Oh, those are bumps. Okay, they looked like holes when I was looking at it at first. So I thought it was made of... Okay, then why does the inside of this town have zits?
It's
Really,
not
really
the inside.
bad
It's not
ones?
the inside of the town. It's the inside of that man.
Okay, so why does he have... If he has internal zits, he really needs to contact his dermatologist. Because this is not healthy.
I mean, he's
going
asking
through
for strange women to come inside him, and not in that particular way. So
Yeah, no, his small
Hey, you know what?
intestines
We
is
don't...
pretty fucked.
Okay, I was going to say we don't kink shame here on BrainScratch Commentaries, but that's probably the biggest lie I've ever said in my entire life. We attempt not to kink shame here on BrainScratch Commentaries, so if he's into it, that's fine, I guess.
sort of.
Okay,
Better get this screenshot ready though for when you have to expose you.
so this is what you're saying is this is anti-gravity war. Okay.
I mean, I guess.
I just like how low in gravitas Lewis's voice got there for a second. It's like, I hope my parents don't hear me say the V word.
Video games?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Definitely, that's right.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Well, actually, that was more of a coincidence. This won't be the case in a couple weeks because I'm actually about to move. But I have a brother that I presently share sleeping space with, and he happened to be asleep when I started recording, and got up and left the room as I was talking. So I lowered my voice because the door was open.
Aw, man, everybody remembers those times when they tried to commentate really, really quietly so that everybody else living in their house didn't hear them.
And that's
The
that's
most-
how ASMR was born.
I don't no. To me, my most awkward commentary session with you guys was actually when we did Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. That was our first movie commentary, I believe, right?
Yeah, no, that was really awkward for me too, actually.
I recorded that in the living room
Ooh,
Wow.
while everyone was still up.
No, I was in college at the time, so my roommate was having friends over, so I had to go into the friends' dorm across the way and record it in
'Cause
their
nobody was
room
there.
because they were over in my room,
Yeah.
so I had to go into their room to record.
Yeah, it's like for a while there, I was replicating like Mega Man X4's voice acting with how quiet and whispery I had to be.
So for the
What
first,
are you fighting for?
So for the first commentary I ever did with you guys for Pokemon Yellow, I was like, 17 at the time, and I remember at one point I made a crack about like, nobody needs calculus anymore, and my mom overheard me and got really mad. You're talking about how your schooling's not important, and you talking with these people you don't know online.
So I heard you talking shit.
So basically, my mom thought you guys were all serial killers because you lived on the internet.
I mean,
she doesn't know that much about us, so maybe we are serial killers. I mean, Lewis definitely.
Damn it, Tony the Tiger, you need to be stopped. That's what he means, right?
Man, the fact that
Those damn
Captain
BrainScratch
Crunch,
boys rot in your brain. Yeah, that's their tagline.
the fact that Captain Crunch is no longer with us because Lewis killed him, is depressing. You serial murderer.
Yeah, I know. Captain Crunch, cuts the roof of your mouth, so Lewis cut his throat. It's kind of it's really awkward retribution, but
If I was going to kill a cereal box mascot, it wouldn't be Captain Crunch because I like that cereal too much. It would probably be the damn Trix Rabbit.
Okay, you know what? The poor guy just wants his cereal. All right, if it's anybody you should kill, it's the Lucky Charms.
He wants his cereal. He wants his cereal, and he has bad taste in it.
Silly
For
Lucky
that,
Captain
he must
Rabbit
die.
King. Lucky Captain Rabbit King cereal is for the youth.
I mean, Lucky Charms Leprechaun. I think his name's just Lucky or whatever. He's
name's
trying
Lucky,
he's
yeah.
stealing the cereal from all those poor kids. He's like the anti-Trix Rabbit.
Yeah, well,
the Trix Rabbit's persona is Lucky.
yeah. I just found a special Nevi hidden in the rifts. There are one in each rift zone, and that just gave me a ton of gems for upgrades.
Oh, nice.
So that was a completely optional fight.
Okay, but back to the real question though. What cereal mascot would you kill, Ryan?
I'm trying to think of one that I had a bad experience with, but nothing really comes to mind per se.
Yeah, Tony the Tiger. He had sex with my mom.
No. Didn't Applejacks used to have a mascot?
Well, they do now. It's like a cinnamon
Do they?
thing in it.
No, but I'm talking like back in like the 90s.
The only thing I remember about Applejacks in terms of like characters was this cinnamon stick and this apple.
Yeah, they still have those.
claymation.
They still have.
Oh, those are
those.
still
They still
around.
have those
Yeah.
guys? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. You see, I never really got why people were like, "Oh, but it doesn't taste like apples," and I'm like, I don't give a crap
Care.
what it's called. I just
Yeah.
like the cereal. Jesus.
I never really liked Applejacks.
I
thought they
like
were
them
just-
every once in a while. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, though.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm really boring with my cereals nowadays.
do you eat healthy cereal now, John? Are you a grown up?
What's healthy?
Like Cheerios, Special K.
Yeah, well, I I mostly stick with Honey Nut Cheerios nowadays. Just
Well,
to
Honey Nut
not eat so much junk.
You
not
see,
eat so much junk.
Yeah, that's true, but Honey Nut Cheerios at the very least is a good tasting cereal that you can buy without getting looks at the grocery store counter, because you're 20-something years old and buying children's cereal.
Hell no. The only look I'll accept is a kid crying that took his last bowl of Cocoa Pebbles.
I like those kind of.
It's mine now.
Those like, what are they called? They're sort of oats and honey kind of thing.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
That's the one. Yeah, that's. The
Yeah,
one.
that's what I eat. I eat Honey Bunches of Oats. I eat Mini Wheats. I eat Raisin Bran. I eat
Raisin
Cocoa Pebbles.
Bran?
I
What are
hate
you,
Raisin Bran.
65 years old?
Listen, I got a shit.
Next,
Okay.
you'll
Shitting is
next you'll
healthy.
tell me you eat prunes.
Okay,
No, I don't
okay.
actually. I despise prunes.
Nowadays, the old people who need fiber cereal is actually a cereal with fiber in the name because they actually advertise it based on that. So it's like,
Yeah.
Why would you eat a cereal with T-shirts in it?
Colon Blow is my favorite.
And it's like, what is it, Fiber One? They have commercials like,
Yeah.
okay, to hell with cereal mascots. We're just gonna have like the most stereotypical looking goddamn retail manager talk about how much fiber this cereal has.
If you're old enough to need a fiber cereal to be regular, you probably don't give a shit about what's on the box. or
Yeah,
how it's
because
being
you can't give a
advertised.
shit at all, Ryan.
There you go.
The guy can literally say it'll turn your ass inside out, and you won't
Just
care.
what I'm looking for.
And it's like, okay, like fiber is good for everyone. You don't need to be old as hell to benefit from it. But at the same time, like Fiber One cereal is, I don't know, if you're advertising your cereal based on being able to go to the bathroom, well, it kind of doesn't work because that's like the least appetizing thing in the world.
It works for yogurt for some reason, though. People will buy. There's so many. Oh God, what was it?
Well, yogurt's easy to flavor though.
Yeah, but it's like Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know if she still does them. Did like 60,000 yogurt commercials where she talks
part of
about how
that-
much easier it made her poop.
Well, part of that is just because, like, if you're eating cereal in the first place, you're probably being really health conscious about your eating choices anyway.
Yeah, no, and why would she have problems shitting? Like Michael Myers is her brother.
She just pops out of the closet every time she needs to do something.
You get used to it after a while. You know, that's the diminishing returns.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's probably like a YouTube video that has those exact words in it about that movie franchise. It's a video essay, probably by some cinema.
I found you, faker.
Faker, I think you're the fake gravity mutant around here.
That Gravity Rush person again, of all places.
Yeah,
So we
now it's
thought-
time to now we have to fight Shadow.
So is she more Shadow or who's its face from Kill la Kill?
She's more.
Aren't they the same thing?
One's a girl.
She is definitely. We'll get to more into her plot later on, but she is definitely more Shadow than Ryuko Matoi.
Okay.
Ryuko Matoi just shares a lot of the same color schemes as Shadow. They're actually not all
Hey.
that similar in terms of
It's not her speed. She must be using gravity to
the fly.
fuck it all.
So does she need the 7 gravity emeralds in order to power the floaty? Well, I mean, the Space Colony arc wouldn't even be that special in this universe because they've got floating crap that houses people all over the place. You know.
She is after a thing called the Ark, so.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. I told you it's not subtle.
You know, there's a thing in Japanese pop culture where the tropes are really, really obvious. Like,
Yeah, this one's not even trying to hide it.
they think referencing the Bible's cool, I guess is the thing. Although I don't think that a lot of the time they don't even think about what it's actually supposed to symbolize.
They just like sounding cool.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, we're not going to reference Noah's Ark because we have something to say about the legend, myth, story,
well,
whatever you want to
you
call
know,
it. It's just
you know,
it
like
sounds
how,
neat.
You know, like how you could totally compare Dante and Virgil to Inuyasha and Sesshomaru? Well, like, one of the Inuyasha movies is basically Devil May Cry 3. So, uh,
Can you play as this character with DLC or anything in either of
You
the
can
games?
play it. You can play as her in the next game. Yes.
Oh, okay.
She has her own story DLC campaign, which they gave away for free
Oh, that's
in
neat.
Gravity Rush 2, and she has a playable section in Gravity Rush 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
And much like Shadow to Cat's Sonic, she is just better than Cat in every way.
Well, when you can teleport, it's kind of hard to not be better. Like, oh god.
No, she can literally make projectiles out of nothing. She doesn't have to pick up boxes.
oh, so she can use Chaos Spheres.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, what a Sonic Battle. Shadow, that game is where Shadow's insanely broken, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
He has a Poke of Death combo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll get to that game at some point, I'm sure, but
Only if we edit out the second fight of every group of fights, because
well, I mean that would be kind of obvious at this point.
it's like, okay, fight Gamma 5 times. All right, cool, I beat him 5 times.
Now do it again.
Now do it, but 10 times, and I'm like, ugh.
Why couldn't we just do the 10 times to start with?
Nah, shut up, Ryan. No, padding. You will like our padding. You see, I like that game, but still,